So we just played our freeze game, and now we're going to do a different activity. So this is called the iceberg activity. What do you know about icebergs?
They're really big. They're in the North Pole, and I don't know.
Yeah, they're really big, and they're up in the North Pole, which is really cold.
Mm-hmm.
So they're made of ice,
Mm-hmm.
and they float in the water. So I'm going to draw an iceberg for us to see, okay?
Okay.
So here's our iceberg, and here's some water. So all the things above the water are what we can see, and everything below the water is what we can't see. So if we had some people in a boat right here, draw some people, what could they see?
The top of the iceberg.
Yeah, just the top, because they can't see what's all underneath here. So every person who stutters is kind of like has their own iceberg. So there's some things up here that other people can see in here, and the things under here that people don't know about, like maybe our feelings or emotions, right? So I'm going to have you draw your own iceberg with that crayon and piece of paper and write some things on the top that people can see or hear about your stutter, and write some things on the bottom that can't be seen, like emotions. I'll give you a moment to do that. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I think so.
All finished? Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna ask you some things about your iceberg, and I'm gonna draw what you tell me up here on our iceberg so that we can talk about it. So what are some things that are on the top of your iceberg?
My eye blink.
Okay, so sometimes you blink really hard when you have a stuttering moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sometimes I get stuck at the beginning of a word, and it sounds like a long pause.
Okay, so we get stuck, and we have pausing. Yeah.
Sometimes I repeat the different sounds.
Okay, so we repeat sounds sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
When I'm really stuck, sometimes I move my head forward to get my sound out.
So So you move your head forward when you try to get your sound out. Okay, so all right, move head. Okay, anything else on the top?
A lot of time on my S's, I can't get through them, and they sound kind of like that.
Gotcha. So sometimes we hold our sounds out kind of a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything else on the top of your iceberg? Nope, we got everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's talk about the things that are on the bottom of your iceberg, the things that people can't see or hear.
A lot of the time I get mad.
You get mad? Okay. You get mad. What else?
When I'm talking with someone new, I get embarrassed.
You get embarrassed talking to someone new. Right. Okay. What else?
Sometimes when it's a really long stutter, I get uncomfortable.
Gotcha. Okay, uncomfortable. All right. Anything else?
Sometimes I feel sad when I stutter.
Yeah, you feel sad. When are times that you feel sad when you're stuttering?
When people kind of look funny at me, when I get stuck on a word.
They look funny at you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything else on the bottom of your iceberg?
Mm-mm.
We got it? Okay. So, would you say that you have more things on the top or the bottom of this iceberg?
On the top.
On the top, okay. So how are these two things related? Because I think it's important to kind of see how they connect.
Well, that's how what people see. But what people see, these are how my stutter feel. Like when I feel when I stutter.
So all these physical things that people can see and hear are what make you feel like this down here under our iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was really observant of you. All right, well, it's important to talk about the differences between what other people see and the things they can't, because by talking about the hidden parts of stuttering, we can feel less worried and more confident about our speech, and makes it less scary.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you doing this activity with me.